FBI has announced this. They have cleared guard Malik Beasley of any wrongdoing in this year-long gambling probe, saying he's no longer being targeted. Evidently, they got answers to the questions that they wanted. Beasley was looked at about very strange, erratic play in certain games where suddenly there was a rush of a whole bunch of bets placed on Beasley's performance in the beginning of games. But at the end of the day, this thing went on for so long, it has destroyed Beasley's marketability. He had a huge contract extension. It was 3 years, I want to say 40 to 50 million from Detroit, and Detroit pulled it off the table. Well, Detroit has now spent all of its cap space. They have no cap money. So he can't go back to Detroit unless he's willing to take a 1-year low-budget contract. The Knickerbockers, I was told, Cleveland, I was told, have made contact with Beasley over the weekend, but he's not going to get – everybody spent their free agent money, so that's a big issue there. Keep an eye on what's going on in Golden State. A domino is going to fall. Golden State has continued trade talks with Chicago about their very unhappy power forward, Jonathan Kuminga. Chicago evidently is trying to do a double sign-and trade. They would move unsigned guard Josh Giddey, who's a firepower backcourt shooter. He would go for Kuminga. But there's also a report now that Golden State over the weekend contacted New Orleans about their three-point shooting forward, Trey Murphy. He's got a pretty good reputation, that maybe they'd offer Kuminga straight up for Trey Murphy in a sign-and-trade. So keep an eye on that. So you want to talk Beasley? You want to talk Warriors? Go ahead.
Well, Beasley seems like he's getting a raw deal here. I mean, he was targeted by the FBI for gambling or, whatever, fixing games. It turned out, is he innocent, or there wasn't enough to convict him, or what?
No longer targeted. Other than they could not link his bad play in the first quarter of certain games where all this mass betting took place.
So, now obviously not from a legal perspective, but in a societal perspective, he was guilty until proven innocent. It's like backwards. So he's the guy that gets screwed in this whole thing. It's not really fair.
They get a 1-year contract, and if he averages 16 points a game as he did last year, he'll go back to the free agent market. But his reputation really kind of got hammered in this deal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, we got basketball.